Good morning students, my name is Shalini. I am from G.K.Jain school. Today we are going to see 5th standard science unit 2 matters and material. Yesterday we have seen about the fibers. There are two types of fibers, natural and artificial fiber. In natural fibers we have seen about the cotton. The cotton plant grows in black soil and alluvial soil. Then the cotton ball contains a black seed in them. So the black seed is removed by the process called ginning. Then the leftover is called as lint. Then from the lint, or it is called as fiber, the yarn is produced by the process called spinning. Then from spinning, the yarn is produced, and from the yarn the fabric is, we get the fabric cloths. So the uses of cotton are, we can use in pillows, mattress, and use for making cloths, saris and dhotis. Then we have seen about the jute. So the jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. So the jute is helpful in making what? The bags, then even the floor mat, brushes, we can use the jute. Then we have seen about the core. The core is the outer covering of the coconut. We can make doormat, brushes and floor mat. Then we have seen about the artificial fiber. In artificial fiber it is rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. So nylon net is used for fishing net and ropes. Nylon is used for making cloths and fabrics. Then the polyester is also used for cloths. Then acrylic is used for making sweater and woolen. Then today we are going to see about the grains. Shall we start the class?
So we're going to see about the grains. You can see these are the grains. So a grain is a small, hard and dry seed. So each grain is protected by a husk, and the husk encloses the seed. So here you can see these are the grains. So this grain is small in size, it is hard and it is even dry. It is not wet. It is dry seed and it is small in size and it is hard. So each seed is protected by a husk. The husk encloses the seed. See, there are two main types of commercial grain crops are cereals and legumes. So, wheat, maize, rice, beans, peas, barley and millets are some of the whole grains. So, what are the grains? There are wheat, maize, rice, beans, peas, barley and millets or some of the whole grains. So, here we are going to see few of the grains. So the first grain we are going to see about the wheat. So the wheat, this is the most important crop cultivated in the world. So whole wheat is important because it is rich in fiber, vitamins and minerals. So we eat daily chapati. So chapati comes from wheat flour. So the wheat is rich in fiber, vitamins and minerals. So the products of the wheat are breads, cakes, pasta, wheat gram and cracked wheat. So we are getting chapati flour. That is nothing but wheat flour. So from wheat flour we are making chapatis. And there we get wheat breads. You can see this is wheat breads. Then we see this is the wheat grain. From this it is grind and we'll get wheat flour out of this grain. So this how the seed will be like this. It looks like this. The wheat flour, wheat seed or grain look like this. This is a wheat grain. You can see the plant here. This is a plant. So each staples contains more wheat grains. So these wheat grains look like this. It is in brown in color. Then can get pasta, wheat pasta also. Then cracked wheat. So the wheat are rich in fiber, vitamin and minerals. Next we are going to see about the maize. You can see this is a maize plant. So in many tropical and subtropical countries like Mexico and America, maize is the main food that people eat. So we eat rice and we eat chapati, but in tropical countries like Mexico and America, the main food what the people eat is maize. So we call this maize also as what? Corn. So maize is also made into oil for cooking. Then yellow or colored corn may promote eye health. It is also a rich source of many vitamins and minerals. So this maize also is rich in vitamins and minerals and also for eye health. So the yellow color, yellow or colored corn may promote eye health. So you can see this is a sweet corn. This is a corn. Okay. Then corn syrup is used as a sweetener instead of sugar in many products. So for making sweetener, okay, in many products instead of sweetener is sugar, right? Sugar is sweet. So instead of sugar they use corn syrup, that is the sweet corn. Sweet corn syrup will be used in some products. So the breakfast cereal. So some of the products which is made from the maize. Sweet corn, maize oil and taco. Tortilla chips this is tortilla chips. It is made from the corn. Then maize oil is prepared from the maize and taco. Next we are going to see about the rice. This is a rice plant. So rice is a type of grass. It is produced worldwide after sugarcane and maize. So before this rice plant is planted, they will plant sugarcane and maize in that. Then they will cultivate the rice plant. So it is a type of grass. A large part of the world's human population, especially people in Asia, have this as the main food. Even we eat rice. So this is our main food. So 90% of the world's rice production is in Asia. Then white rice contains few essential nutrients. But more than the white, the brown rice contains fibers, bran. So brown rice is usually considered much healthier than the white rice. You can see this is a flattened rice, and out of rice we'll make idli and dosa, then idiyappam. So all those are made out of the rice flour. So we're going to see about the millets. So millets are a group of small seeded grass. You can see small seeded grass. They are widely grown around the world as cereal crops for food and human food. It helps in weight loss. So this millet helps us in weight loss. It is rich in fibers. So it is rich in fiber. Some of the millet we can see is sorghum, that is jowar, then foxtail, then this one, it's called as ragi. You can see this one is ragi or finger millet. Then pure millet and barnyard millet. So some of the millet. So these are rich in fibers. So they are rich in fibers. Now we're going to see about the household goods. So what is a household goods? These are the products that we use in our house. What we called as a household goods. The products which we are using in our house. Daily we are using in our house, right? So all the products are called as household goods, like our mixie, our grinder, our furniture, everything. So the goods that are found in a house permanently are called household goods. Permanently it should be. So we are not changing our furniture. Daily we are not changing our mixie or grinder, right? So they are present permanently in our house, like fridge, washing machine, all that are present in our house. So if anything happens, if it is not working properly, then only we are going to change. But it is present in our house permanently. So they are called the household goods. So the household goods are furniture, kitchenware, clothes, towels, beddings, boots, and electronic goods. Even our clothes, even our towels, we call as household goods. So you can see these are the household goods used in the olden days. You can see this all. It's a clock, it's a radio, it's a stove. You can see all this. Then the modern days household goods like this: induction, microwave, fridge, washing machine. You can see fridge, washing machine, induction, and microwave. So these are the household in modern days. These are in olden days. Here we're going to see about sinking and floating. What is a sinking and what is a floating? So you could have seen that some objects float in water while others sink. Okay, some objects float in water, some object will sink. So whether an object floats or sinks is determined by its density. So about the density of the object, it will float or sink. So when an object is immersed in a liquid, the liquid exerts an upward force on the object. It is known as upthrust. So it is known as upthrust. So when an object is immersed, okay, you can see here the object is immersed. When I put a duck, this is playing duck, okay, toy. If I put, so the liquid exerts an upward force. In water I am putting, okay. So all this in water, right? Floating or sinking. So if I put that toy duck in water, of the water or of the liquid, there is water, it exerts an upward force. The water exerts an upward force on the duck. That is known as upthrust. What happens if you put a coin and an empty water bottle in water? That begins to float because of its density. Where is the coin? It will sink. Can see the duck, toy duck? It is floating. Whereas the mobile phone here, it is sinked inside, right? So the weight of the coin is greater than the upthrust, and so the coin sinks. So comparing here the coin and the bottle, water bottle and water, empty water bottle, okay, it's not full. So empty water bottle will not have weight, but the coin, it will have more weight than comparing the empty water bottle. So what happened? The coin began to sink. So, but it is less on the empty water bottle, so it floats. So the water bottle will not sink because it is having higher density. The weight of the coin is greater than the bottle. So the bottle begins to float while the coin began to sink. Then here we are going to see the solubility of solids in water. So what is the solubility? So some substance completely dissolve in water. Okay, if I put some substance, they completely dissolve in water, while some will not. So example is here three things. One is sugar, chalk and sand. So sugar I put in water, then chalk, then sand. So which will dissolve? The sugar. You can see the sugar will dissolve, but the chalk, no, it will settle down, as compared to the sand also will not dissolve. Comparing to the chalk, it will not dissolve even. So we see that these substances are soluble in water. Okay, so that much only they are soluble in water. Other substances do not dissolve in water even after we stir for long time. See, you can see the example here is sand. Even if you stir it for a longer time, it will not dissolve. Okay, it will not dissolve in water. So that is the solubility in water for sand. So it will not dissolve in water. Whereas in chalk, if you stir for a long time, maybe partial will dissolve. When comparing to the chalk, the sugar will dissolve soon. When comparing to all the three, if you put salt in the water, it will dissolve completely. So these substances are insoluble in water. Okay, they will not dissolve in water. So they are insoluble in water. The sand, the chalk, even it will not dissolve completely. So they are insoluble in water. Soluble in water which dissolves completely, that is salt or sugar. Comparing to sugar, salt will dissolve completely. And it will, even one pinch of salt if you put, it will dissolve completely. Here we are going to see about the mixing. So certain liquids are heavier than other liquids. Heavier is nothing but dense. So certain liquids are dense than the other liquids. So when you attempt to mix liquids which have different density, they separate when you stop mixing them. Like here coconut, oil, vinegar, honey. If I am mixing in water, they are having different density. So once if I stop mixing them, they will separate. They will get separated. So the heavier liquid deposit at the bottom. So here if you see the coconut oil in water, if I am mixing, the coconut oil has lesser density, so it begins to float. So it is floating on the top, while the water is having high density, so it remains at the bottom. So the heavier liquid deposits at the bottom and the lighter liquid floats on the top. So you can contact our school site by visiting www.gkjainschool.org and visit our Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter, GK Jain Schools. Admission is going on for pre-KG to 11th standard. There is only limited seat. So you can contact us by number 7338939363.
Thank you, students. Tomorrow I'll see you in another session.